Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the blue Apothecary. We have Grantovich. Spawn as the opposition as the red Ravaner Alpha. We have oLev. Something seemed a little bit off by the audio when he did that burrowing. That seems fine enough. Maybe ever since I got this new headset, the sound just seemed a little bit off to me. I wonder if ever it seems off in the replay. Apothecary does claim up the power point, as the scouts do claim up the requisition point. The Ravaner Alpha is going straight for power. The Termagants do capture this requisition point, and the Hormagants do capture up the power and BP. Ravaner Alpha does get a couple volleys off, but we do have the heightened health regen of the Apothecary Orb. The Apothecary himself has received a bit of fire. And focusing down right now will force him to stop capturing so he can heal himself, allow him to go ahead and re-engage. Scouts making their way forward. And I heard combat shotguns. This squad is being immediately up for the combat shotguns. The Hormagant squad is going back. There's a Termagant capturing the left flank. Actually, no, this is actually a second squad of Hormagants. A little bit uncommon to see a second squad of Hormagants. Usually see two Termagants rather than two Hormagants. This point is being activated. Shotguns will take a bit of time to clean it up, but it will clean up eventually. This point has been powered up as well, so has this one. It just got upgraded. We may see some generators out sooner rather than later. This point is down half health. I don't believe Hormagants can repair up metal. I don't think they ever learned how to use a wrench. They know how to use their own guns, but not a wrench. Ravaner Alpha making a quick volley right there, getting some damage on the Tactical Marine squad. He will deactivate this point, give him a little extra time. That's the Ravaner hole. And now the Apothecary is advancing. Apothecary has regenerated enough energy to get off another reach healing ability. And the point will be deactivated now. We got another Ravaner hole here as the Hormagants are captured this requisition point here. Second shotgun squad. No, that's still the same shotgun squad. Wait, did he lose a scout squad? Because both those scouts are right here. Actually, there's a scout I can't select here. What's going on? Oh yeah, that scout's over here. For some reason I couldn't select it earlier, but he may have lost a scout squad based on ordering. If I miss, that's a pretty big loss. Not a massive loss, but still, something didn't want to lose this early on. Tactical Marine squad is being gathered from melee by the Hormagants. They do get forced back. The scout squad gets some quite a bit of fire from the other squad of Hormagants as well. Scouts almost slowed down there. Apothecary now receiving a substantial amount of fire there and do fall back as well. Let's take a look at the... Yeah, there's 3 scout models there. He did lose an entire squad of scouts. That's a sizable loss this early game. I say sizable, they're cheap. They didn't look like they're upgraded. But still something you don't want to do in this game, because you want this time to get some power generators rather than trying to get scouts replaced. Power generator may go down. Scout squad can go forward before a peak repair. It did not, and does go ahead and get a nice flank on this squad here. They don't have the shotgun blast ability. They do not have the sergeant for the grenade. And the Ravaner Alpha will fall back in time. The Hormagants do not manage to capture the point here. And now got Ravaner Brew to support out the Ravaner Alpha. But for a lot of range damage, he could upgrade them to melee weapons. They also form a jump infantry, so they will be effective versus, say, Devastators that may pop up. Understood. No, that's their job, the Raveners, to pop up. To be deployed. Generator operational. Nope. We do have the Ravaner Alpha and the Termagants Hormagaunts do pop out of the building. Out of the hole, we do have, of course, the Ravaner squad engaged well, gets great damage onto that scout squad while knocking back the tactical marines. Hormagaunts are quite low. They do fall back. They're prone to being wiped. There's 2 models remaining, so they will escape on out. Both of these squads are falling back as well. Overall, good engagement there by the Ravaner Alpha, but overall, I believe he did sustain a bit more bleed. But he wins the fight, and now he can take the time to capture up some points. So 2 generators here. All 3 synapse generators are down here.
One of our generators is under attack.
Scouts ready.
Scouts are capturing up that requisition point. You have the power generator here now being focused down. Now the power generator does go down, so nice pick there with the power generators. And this scout squad does fall back, forced back by the Ravaner brood.
Has reached one of our strategic points.
After that point there, we do have the Ravaner tunnel here, deploying out some units. The Ravaner Alpha may jump in as well. We got the 2 scout squads here. Apothecary will tap the Ravaner brood up in melee, but they do jump forward onto the tactical marine squad. The nice knockback there, and allowing to get another volley off. And they'll go ahead and tie up the tactical marines in melee, as long as the Termagants start engaging from range. Those Termagants do reasonably well, or Hormagaunts, not Hormagaunts, Ravaner broods do reasonably well in melee without their melee upgrade there. He does, the Apothecary does heal himself right there, but getting overwhelmed by the Hormagaunts, Termagants, and Warrior, and the Ravaner Brood. Ravaner Brood, of course, has 2 models there. Not sure what ability was utilized there. Salt Marines have been deployed on out. Does get a nice jump onto the Hormagaunts, forcing them back, and now the power node being deactivated.
The enemy has destroyed one of our structures.
Hormagaunts do receive a nice knockback there by the shotgun blast.
Scouts here. Go ahead.
And the Hormagaunts do fall back. Assault Marines do not stop the unit from crawling into the Ravaner tunnel. Tier 2 Rangers is there by the Ravaner Alpha, and he has a lot of resources stockpiled up. We may see Tier 2 for the Apothecary real soon as well. Ravaner Brood jumps forward, doesn't jump forward far enough. And these Raveners or Termagants need to fall back there. Ravaner Alpha still engaging at range. No upgrades on either hero just yet, and now the Assault Marines jump down in, knocks back the Ravaner or Ravaner Alpha. Hormagaunts now pop on out, trying to top the Assault Marines up in melee. Gets a nice shotgun blast there by the Scouts. And here goes another Hormagaun and the Termagants now pop on out. Assault Marines are a little bit outnumbered. They do fall back there now. Ravaner Alpha is quite wounded as well. Assault Marines do have all their models there. Just drop a model there now. The Apothecary has been upgraded with the Purification Rods, giving him a knockback heal. Ravaner Alpha does escape into the Ravaner tunnel. This Hormagaun brood will need to fall back. They're severely wounded. Both the Hormagaunts do fall back. So do the Termagants. Both got mass retreat by the Ravaner Alpha. The Ravaner tunnel has been cleaned on up. Tier 2 being researched there by the Apothecary. We'll likely to see a Tyrant Guard relatively soon. That's pretty a staple in most Tyranid forces. What else can they deploy out to fight? Oh, yeah, Venom Brood. Venom Brood being deployed out. The Venom Brood cost is mostly requisition.
Understood.
I'm trying to think. I'm also another Zenith real quick, I think. I'm trying to think what else been going tier 2. Zenith's a big one. I forget what the other one is called, the smaller one. Got a Capillary Tower now deployed out. The Hormagaunts gain some good damage there on the Assault Marines. One of the Hormagaun squads does get wiped out, however. The other Hormagaun squad is falling back, receives a lot of fire there from the Tactical Marines. Now the one last model, it also gets wiped out. Losing both those Hormagaunts is a big loss in tank pressure. Now he's just relying on 2 Ravaner broods out on the field in order to provide some field support. Actually, no, that's a Venom brood there. It was a bit bugged out with the icon there. We got the Venom brood, Ravaner brood, and the Termagant brood. The Termagant brood needs to go around capturing points. It is a cheap, weak unit. Best suited for capping at this point in time if it converts all those squads. Apothecary being upgraded to Anointed Power Axe.
We shall make it so.
Venom brood and the Termagant are advancing. We do have a upgrade on the Ravaner Alpha. All 3 slots been upgraded there. Great knockback heal there. Termagants need to fall back. They need to fall back in time. Venom brood are trying to escape on as well. Venom broods are not exactly the best at melee. Short range. What was that jump? Now is a good time to start talking about the Ravaner brood's upgrade. Corrosive Devourer improves range weapon, particularly effective against heavy infantry. Passively increases damage resistance against vehicles by 50%. Also grants corrosive shot ability, which simply increases damage output against vehicles. So he's gone for a lot of anti-vehicle weapon. With it combined with the Venom brood, should be able to deal with vehicles as they start getting poured out. Likely we may see a Dreadnought. That's pretty standard a lot of Apothecary play. I'm not sure what that is. That Spore Mines or Rippers? And we got another fresh Ravaner brood. They decide to jump away over here as the Ravaner broods, Termagants, and the Ravaner Alpha are making their advance, trying to get some good damage on these forces. The Assault Marine squad does fall back. See the other upgrades for the Ravaner Alphas. I really don't see the Ravaner Alpha all too much. I really don't know the upgrades all too well. We got the Regenerate, which increases health and regen. 5 health regen per second. That's actually quite significant. And we also got the Synapse for damage. Improves the damage of allied units by 25% in a radius of 25. So it's a pretty good Synapse. It's a high health, or extra health and really good health regen. We should be able to provide that bonus for quite some time while be able to have a good support weapon as well. Raveners are just charging forward, eating out these forces. None of these Raveners are actually quite wounded as well. Both the Scout Squads do fall back. We got the Tactical Marine had their ability activated, but that's severely wounded. They need to fall back sooner rather than later. Couple of Ravaner models going on down, one for each squad. He does get a nice heal there with the Tactical Marine squad, so that's one reason why he didn't retreat back. An excellent heal by the Apothecary. Venom Brood making their advance, and the Termagants getting ripped apart. We have a Capillary Tower here, and Venom Brood's trying to pitch in some long-range damage. We do now have a Tyrant Guard to go on the field, which would be a nice frontline unit for the Raveners. Tier 3 being researched by the Apothecary. He may be going straight for... He actually has enough red points for a Orbital Strike. Holy crap, how long has this game gone on? 13 minutes, so this is a lot of red points for the Apothecary. He has this option of either Terminators. Terminators will get out in for the Apothecary, or Orbital Strike, and then get out Predator or other heavy stuff. Ravaner does receive some fire there. Or Ravaner squad. Both Ravaner squads in this region. Summery is still trying to pursue them. Looks like the Tyrant Guard has been deployed on out. The Ravaner Alpha is still pretty high health. His extra health regen will make him just able to sustain multiple engagements. Raveners are jumping on forward. We'll be forcing back the Tactical Marine squad. We'll bring some plasma guns here. Ravaner tunnel being built, and here comes a Ravaner. Doesn't need to destroy the Ravaner tunnel there, so we're going to get out some his units and push forward.
That's a good position.
And we do have the VP now being captured on up.
Understood.
Right now, the VPs are a bit more in favor towards the Ravaner Alpha, having 80 extra tickets compared to his Apothecary opponent. Tyrant Guard pushes the way forward. Now we've got some Terminators out on the field. That's where he spends red points. still has 230, so the cost about 300 red points. Probably pretty close to getting out some more Terminators if it saves up for it. Save those red points. Tyrant Guard receiving lots of fire there. The plasma pistol, as well as various weapons, just constantly whittling the Tyrant Guard. And now he's getting stuck on by the Assault Marines. He needs support, and he's getting the Assault Marines are getting their melted bomb upgrade. Raveners are pushing their way forward. This one's not fully reinforced. It falls back towards the hatchery for a moment, or the hive. There you go. Now he's fully reinforced. Someone needs some extra health regen. He can go ahead and burrow the Tyrant Guard to get some extra health regen. Termagant's going to capture some points, but will be overwhelmed by the 2 shotgun-equipped scouts. In fact, he could get some charges on them. You usually don't see Guardian. And we've got the heavy flamer upgrade on the Terminator squad. That is a relatively rare item to see on Terminators. He was fighting against the Hormigons, so I would definitely that's very much worth it. Against the Raveners, it may be better to go for the assault cannon. Cyclone missile launcher wouldn't be half bad either. Another Tyrant Guard bridge deployed on now by the Ravaner Alpha. Are going to make a soft retreat, a little bit outnumbered of all these forces. Oh, the Tyrant Guard is now advancing. Does get a nice snare on the Apothecary, not being upgraded with the combat stimulant equipment. Apothecary himself is falling back. The Terminators are decently melee. They will go ahead and fall on back. Tactical Marines are receiving some fire there from the Ravaner Alphas as the Terminators are capturing the point there. Over here, the Ravaner Alpha does not decapture the point, and the Assault Marines will go ahead and rip for that tunnel. Tyrant Guard's pushing way forward. This one's going to take the opportunity to get some health. Tyrant Guard is engaged in melee. We do have the melted bomb thrown onto the Tyrant Guard, but he will go ahead and sprint away, and with a long timer, he does go ahead and take a bit of time for him to actually get snared right there. Just get a nice little snare there with the Termagants there. Gets a knockback down on the Apothecary. As the Hive Tyrants are Hive Guard are pushing their way forward. Got the Taurus and Termagants, Venom Brood, and the Ravaner Alpha engaging as well. This Tyrant Guard needs to fall back. He does get a nice push attack there, but looks like he will get overwhelmed. Gets a nice charge there, down to 100 health. Needs to just run back the base. He's going for a Melta Bomb, trying to get the kill there on the Tyrant Guard. Down to 60 health there. And he will get the Melta Bomb off, which should secure the kill of the Tyrant Guard. He does go down there to the Melta Bomb. However, he may have lost a scout in that engagement. No, just the scout squads do fall back in time. Play push way forward, does get a nice snare there on the Terminator squad, slowing them down quite a bit. They can't do their order. Apothecary receiving a lot of fire there as well. Trying to save his Terminator, trying to run it back to get reinforcements. We got another Venom Brood, a third Venom Brood being deployed on now by the Ravaner Alpha. The Marines receiving quite a bit of fire there from these forces. Do them jump somewhere? Oh, that's a horrible jump. Venom Broods will make short work of the generators. Shotgun squads eyeing for a knockback, but they get ripped apart there by the Ravaner Alpha. Raveners. Tyrant Guard falling on back. Does get a nice knockback there on the Apothecary, as the Assault Marines get a nice knockback on that entire force right there. Apothecary still receiving quite a bit of fire right there. We got the other Venom Brood squads advancing. Does get a nice knockback there onto the Ravaner squad. Assault Marines do fall back in time, as the Termagant squad capturing up the flanks. Speaking of Terminators are still being reinforced. He's low in resources, low in requisition. Keep the Terminator back a little bit more to get that reinforcements. He's pushing way too far forward.
Do not let his sacrifice be in vain.
He does get his reinforcement now. It's fully healed and reinforced.
They have us targeted.
Good damage there. We got the assault breach jumping on in. Gets a nice knockback there on the Raveners. They could try jumping away themselves. Good heal there onto the assault marines. Getting back to help. The Apothecary does fall back as the Human squad are getting tied up in melee by the Venom Brutes. Both Venom Brutes do fall back. And the Ravaner Alpha is the only thing that's remaining in the front line now. That's going to fall back right there as he forces start to capture the other points. Just going to burrow to right there. Somebody's going to jump on board and immediately rushes that fresh burrow. And the Ravaner Brood is falling back, severely wounded. Ravaner's making their advance, getting some good damage there onto the Tactical Marine squad. They are being upgraded to Sergeant now. They see a shotgun not back there. Jumping in somewhere, I'm not sure where. They jump backwards, get some more range. The other squad jumps back as well. Iron Guard advancing, gets some great hits there. Was these guys got knocked back? I'm not sure from what. Marines being focused down by the Ravaner Brutes. There's a nice little flame ability out there from the heavy flamer of the Terminators. They're a bit hard to see, but he is firing a flame barrage right there. Venom Brutes push their way forward. Looks like Venom Brute actually now has an upgrade of the Death Spitters. I haven't seen that upgrade yet. He's an infantry weapon. Yep, now another squad of Death Spitters floating out. This has to be a relatively new upgrade, and I've never seen this upgrade before. So Venom Brutes now have a powerful infantry upgrade. So he has a lot of infantry weapons available for the Ravaner Alpha. And seeing that he's playing against Apothecary, he's likely just going to go straight for infantry, not play on tanks. Terminators do lose a model right there, getting overwhelmed by the Venom Spitters. This one's still here. It looks like this one has been guarded the range Nats. Ravaner Brood. See, nearby Termagon and Ravaner Broods received 25% improved range damage and 25% improved health, which is actually a powerful upgrade for his current composition. That's why he went for that earlier. Ooh, that Ravaner Alpha getting annihilated. Way too much force here. A lot of range damage. Good engagement there, but this gets snared by the Termagons. Half the Marine squad is getting overwhelmed. The Terminator needs to fall back and reinforcements. He's going for a Predator now, seeing all the Venom Brutes being upgraded that not vehicle weapon means that they're vulnerable to vehicle weapons, or to a vehicle itself. He still has one Venom Brood here, and the Ravaner Alpha can mark vehicles for targets, so he still has anti-vehicle quite a bit. And now the Ravaner Alpha is upgraded to Tier 3. Predator Enforcement upgrade the extra armor, gives extra armor. Venom Brood firing away. As he starts throwing rounds into the Termagons, so that's like the greatest thing from the target. He's hit that Venom Brood. Marines do force back to Venom Brood, gets one model there, as the Tyrant Guard is chasing down the Scout Squad. Over here we do have the Termagons and Ravaner Alpha making their way forward. We may see the marked target there from the Ravaner Alpha maybe not. He may be slow in energy. The Venom Spirit now has a really high rate of fire and does some great damage right there. Apothecary needs to fall back as well. About to get wiped out. The Apothecary gets wiped out by the Tyrant Guard. And, okay, sort of interrupts that kill animation. Scouts trying to repair up the Predator now. The Predator is down below half health. And the Apothecary has been redeployed. Predator taking quite a bit of fire there. The Ravaner Brood does receive a nice shotgun blast there as well. Terminator, one model advancing, use the immolate ability. Asshole's now trying to burn the Raveners. Tyrant Guard advancing, but still quite damaged. And it's got the Venom Brood and Ravaner Alpha push way forward. Potentially can get the kill there, and does get the kill there on the Predator. Terminator will need to fall back. However, the Apothecary doesn't have a lot of DPS remaining. He can't fall back. Best to avoid to ignore the Tyrant Guard at this moment in time.
Those who hold fast to the Emperor are never truly defeated.
It looks like the Apothecary has backed out of the game. This is Andres saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.